Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be grading every single championship home kit for the 2020-2021 season. So I am going to be grading every single championship kit for this season now they have all come out, unlike the Premier League where Fulham still haven't released their kit with a few days to go to the season. So come on Fulham, hurry up, release your kit so everyone can make a video on all the Premier League kits. But anyway, so yeah, in this video I'm going to be grading every single kit from A star to U like any other grading video goes really. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Barnsley B. Yeah, this is a very nice kit. Quite impressed with the way Puma have done this one. Yes, it may be a template, but it is quite a nice kit, like the white stripes that go around it, especially down the sides of the shirt and on the top as well. I think stripes at the top is getting very common. All these kit companies seem to be stealing it from Adidas. Barnsley changing their sponsor to the investment room for this season. Quite a weird sponsor name for that, but it seems to fit in well, even though it does look like a League 1 or League 2 sponsor. But yeah, that's probably where they're going to be heading this season if you look to my championship predictions. Coming out in a few days' time, by the way, guys. Head to the Bluebird Legend channel, link in description below for that. But yeah, it's quite a bang average kit, really. I'm impressed. Birmingham City, A star. I am a massive fan of this kit. I think Nike have done a superb job for Birmingham City this year. I love the triangle pattern blending in with the blue in the main section of the kit. The sponsor fits well, love the collar. I do like kits with a good collar. If they mess up the collar, then it can completely ruin the kit. Like the white sleeves as well. And yeah, I'm generally impressed with it. Boyle Sports, the sponsor fits in very well. Even though I'm not a fan of betting sponsor myself, but I absolutely love it. It's a very tidy kit. Blackburn Rovers D. Like I just said then, collars can make or break a kit, and this one absolutely breaks the kit. I am not a fan of that collar at all. It's just way far too out to the sides of the sleeves, really. Combine it with a V-neck, it just does not work at all. It looks more like a rugby kit, but not a big fan of the sleeves in this one. I don't think the red at the bottom works on the sleeves, but the sponsor completely messes it up as well. If it was something that blended in a lot more, then I'd be a lot more impressed with it, but I just can't get myself to like it, to be honest, so yeah, maybe next year, Blackburn fans, you'll have a nice kit. AFC Bournemouth, A star. I absolutely love this kit. I mean, it still has the Premier League logo, which is quite ironic now they've been relegated, so this one has to change up a bit, and I believe they have replaced Vitality as the sponsor as well, even though they were going to introduce it for the first time this season. I am absolutely loving it. The way that the stripes blend really well. Nice bespoke kit as well, sort of like a spray paint in the middle where the sponsor is. Gets the sponsor to stand out a lot more. I love the black sleeves. I really do like the way as well the pattern of the main kit has followed itself to the bottom of the sleeves by here. That makes the kit look really impressive. The collar is perfect on it. You can't ask any more than that, Bournemouth fans. I absolutely love it and would love a kit like that. Brentford A. Brentford, of course, staying in the championship this season after bottling it in the final against Fulham, but they have produced a pretty tidy kit for this season, sort of similar to one of the Sheffield United kits a few seasons back. I really do love it. I love the collar as well, where you're adding the black stripes in and sort of faint black lines to make the stripes stand out at the bottom of the kit as well. The sponsor's one colour blends in really well as well. Nothing too out there, of course, which I really don't like on a kit. Another great Umbro kit in the championship, so yeah, I like it. A. Bristol City B. Now, as a Cardiff fan, it's hard not to be biased against this one, but the collar's alright, works well. I do like the little robins on the stripes there. I think the jagged stripes on the sleeves don't work well at all. I'm just not a fan of it. I think it would be much nicer if it was a lot plainer and there was a bit more of one colour, because there's a lot of different shades of red in there. And the way they've adapted it for the women's kit is absolutely hideous. I mean, look at the state of that sponsor there. Cardiff City B. Now, I am quite impressed with this kit that they have moved the stripes back onto the top of the shirt. I do love a Cardiff kit that looks like that. I am very impressed with the white around the edge of the sleeves as well. And bringing back the stripes from the Premier League season, I was really impressed by that kit from the Premier League season. Although it was a template, but I do love a good Adidas kit. The reason I think it's so low is because I still don't like the sponsor on the shirt. I think it needs to look a little bit better instead of just plain Arial font. And if Vincent Tan wants to put his company on the shirt as well, I think this would look way better instead of just plain Arial font as well. So unfortunately, I've got to deduct a few grades there, so it's got to be a B for the Bluebirds. Coventry City A. I really do like this kit, except the only reason it's not an A star and an A instead is because of the collar. I don't like the bit in the middle where it changes colour there. Not a fan of it at all, but I really do like the bottom of the kit. According to the Coventry City website, they wanted a kit that looked a lot like their retro ones. I think they have really done well. Look at the edge of the sleeves as well, where they've got that darker sky blue. I think that really works well for them. I'm loving it, so A. Derby County D. Well, this is just plain and boring, isn't it? I don't like the 32 red sponsor. I mean, at least they have put play responsibly there to jazz it up a bit, but Any plain text sponsors that just stands out in your face, looks hideous. And apart from that, there's really no detailing on there this year, unlike last year where they had the black and white striped sleeves, which look really nice. But minor details on the collar, minor details on the sleeves, nothing too exciting about it. So unfortunately, Derby fans, I've got to give you a D. Huddersfield Town, C. Very similar to last year's kit, of course. However, they have added a lot more blue on there, and at least it wasn't like that monstrosity that Paddy Power tried to advertise last year, and that cost them a lot of money as well. But anyway, the thing that really lets me down on this one is the collar. Not a fan of it at all. Had to deduct a few marks on that, so this one's got to be a C. Sometimes kits don't work very well if there's no sponsor in the middle. They can look pretty plain and boring, but I think Huddersfield have done well with this one, so it's alright. It's alright. Luton Town, D. Luton Town have signed a new contract with Umbro to produce their kits this year. And gotta say, I'm really disappointed. I don't like the collar at all. I'm not sure about what this grey business is by here, but the sponsor, I think, lets this one down. It's all off-centre, and sometimes sponsors that are off-centre can really ruin a kit. And what they've done with the edge of the sleeves, where they're different colours on each side, just lets the kit down. Not a fan of it at all, so I've got to give this one a D. Middlesbrough, E. Now, this kit reminds me a lot of what the Connecticut Scarlets would play in, but it just looks like a rugby kit, and that 32 red sponsor in the middle looks hideous. Looks even more horrifying that Neil Warnock's standing with it, and as a Cardiff fan, it just doesn't seem right to me. I'm really not impressed with it. I think the collar massively lets it down. That's why I put it as an E. It just really makes it look like a rugby kit in the middle. Just not impressed at all, Middlesbrough fans. Millwall, A. Now this kit probably would have got an A star, but I really don't like the sponsor, Husky Chocolate. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all, but Macron have done a decent offering with this one. I do really like the edging around the end of the sleeves and the collar, of course. Doing small navy stripes in the middle of the white, it makes the kit look really nice, and with a nice detailing in the main body. I really do like. It's just a shame I got to deduct a grade off it for the sponsor. Norwich City, C. There's nothing that I really like about this one or dislike. It's just a bang average Norwich kit. Now, usually Norwich make really awesome kits or really terrible kits, but this year they've just gone for a plain template. I mean, I do like the collar, but apart from that, it's just bland and boring. Now, personally, I think they should have Lotus like they have with the junior kits on the senior kit instead of Daffabet, as it does make the kit a lot more exciting and a lot more better. So, yeah, bang average in my eyes. Nottingham Forest, B. Macron doing another great job, yet again, with another kit in the Championship. I do like the detailing around the collar and the sleeves. It really makes the kit nice and stand out. But apart from that, there's nothing too exciting about it. So like the Norwich kit, I don't love it or hate it, but I think it's a good attempt by Macron, so I'm going to give it a B. Preston North End, B. Got mixed emotions about this one. It is a standard night template. Looks really nice, except the 32 red sort of does ruin it, especially that it's in a different colour. The sleeves look nice, especially with the navy stripes on top, even though Josh Ginley looks like he's doing the mannequin challenge in this photo. But yeah, I think it's an alright offering, even though it is basically identical to the Birmingham City kit, but without the detailing, of course. Queen's Park Rangers, U. Now this kit is just a straight up mess, isn't it? I mean, this is just bland and boring. The Football Index sponsor in a different colour ruins it. And the red on the collar and the end of the sleeves has nothing to do with the colours of QPR at all. It just looks bland and out of place. This kit is an absolute mess. And this just looks like a plain old Pro Evolution soccer kit. I completely hate it. The sponsor for me is the final nail in the coffin for it. And whoever was lazy enough not to make sure it was the same red as on the collar needs to just be sacked. Reading, B. This kit's alright. I do like the detailing on the sleeves, and they've done the stripes really well. The only thing that does let me down on this one is the collar. It's way too big. If they would have shrunk it down a little bit and made it look a lot less like a rugby top, then it probably would have been an A, possibly an A star. I do like the stripes on the collar though, but it's just way too big for me, so gotta be a B, unfortunately. Rotherham, B. It is pretty bland and basic, but the only reason that I didn't put it any lower was they have a really nice pattern in the middle of the kit where they have their nickname, the Millers, written in text to make up the pattern, which makes the kit look really nice. However, the sponsor is a little bit in your face, but then again, Rotherham will probably be embarking on relegation from the Championship once again this season. Sheffield Wednesday, A. Now, I really like this kit, except the kit could match the colours of the outline of the Sheffield Wednesday badge, which would make it look a lot better. Whereas similar to last season, then it probably would have been an A star. I like the black around the edge of the sleeves and on the collar as well. And I like the velvet texture on the blue stripes as well. It's a really nice kit, Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not sure what that business is down the bottom of the kit there, but which is the reason why I really can't give it an A star. But it's a really impressive offering, and I'll be really happy if I was a Sheffield Wednesday fan with this kit. So A. Stoke City B. This one's another great Macron kit, but there is a lot of stripes on this one. Maybe they could have toned it down a bit, but I think it works well. I'm just not a fan of the upper sleeve though, where it goes into a different colour. If they would have kept that one colour, then maybe it would have been an AA star, but it just makes the kit a lot worse for me, and I just can't get myself to give it an A. So unfortunately, you're going to have to settle for a B, Stoke fans. Swansea City C. Now, before you ask, oh, you've been biased with this one. No, I haven't. I've tried to be as unbiased as I possibly can. But when I first saw this, I really thought it looked like a training kit. If they hadn't have had that weird black pattern thing at the bottom, then I think this would have been a really nice kit. It's really hard to do things with a white kit. Even though the words Jack Army on the back of the kit is just pure cringe. If they would have replaced that for a swan, then it would have looked really nice and probably would have got a B or an A. So unfortunately, Jack fans, you're going to have to get a C here. However, well done for getting rid of your betting sponsors, because they did look hideous for the past few years. I mean, YoBet is just cringe enough. Watford E. I really have mixed opinions about this kit, but the one thing that really grinds my gears is how the kit manufacturer logo is out of centre with the Watford badge. Come on, that's got to deduct a few grades, that. But with this one, you either love it or hate it. I'm not a fan of it at all. I think the black stripes going into the badge are just a bit too extreme, especially the fact that they're different sized lines doesn't work for me, and the sponsor just makes it way worse as well. So I've got to give it an E, unfortunately. Wycombe Wanderers B. I am pretty impressed with this kit, especially the detailing on the sleeve. Even though the kit manufacturer reminds me of Neil's dad from The In-Betweeners, the thing that really lets me down on this is the sponsor. At least put a red border or a red background around it, just so it stands out a lot more and doesn't look disguised between all those stripes in the middle, because it's so hard to read there. But this is a great first attempt for Wycombe for their first ever season in the Championships. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a like and comment, and if you are new around here, then please do remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you have any more video ideas, then please remember to do leave it in the comments. Follow all my social medias in the description below as well, and I'll see you all next time. Au revoir.